kickboxer, so that's what we were preparing for. He had a bit of range. So I was expecting everything I got really. I was just expecting him to be a bit more. I thought he'd fade a bit more when I landed my shots, which he didn't. Which is, that's good for me to fight someone who won't quit, because a lot of the lads who I've hit them and they've almost quit and accepted defeat in the first round. So that's why I have so many first round finishes. And he didn't, you know what I mean? So that brought out a different side of me to show that I can, dig deep, go 3 rounds in a hard fight and still come out and win every single round. So yeah, look, he was good. I actually underestimated him a little bit. I thought my skill level was way better than his, but he surprised me. I felt like I was a little bit off, but you know what I mean? To still get 30-27 in the judges' scorecard, to have an off night is good in my terms. So I'm overall I'm really happy with my performance. I came out to Madison Square Garden fighting on regions. So I was in Ireland, and 2 years ago I was a manager of a shop in a supermarket, and I went through a few rough patches in my life, depression, and fast forward 2 years and I'm here winning all the rounds in my fight in Madison Square Garden. So I'm just really proud of myself at the minute and really happy to get the win.
Now, you bring up fighting out of Ireland. Most people fighting out of Dublin do some time at Cage Warriors. How did you manage to steer clear?
We'll talk about that another time. Yeah, look, yeah, basically coach is barred for fighting the Cage. Let's not beat around the bush. But look, I did it a different way. I kind of went my own route. I fought around Ireland. I fought on some other shows just in case to get more experience. But ultimately, I put my name down with the fight. Put my name forward to fight for PFL, and I won a few fights in the meantime. And the last fight I had to get here, I was told if you win this one, you're fighting for PFL 4 weeks later in Cardiff. So ultimately, I had that in my mind, and I made sure to get the win in the fight that I had and put him away in like a minute and a half TKO. So I knew that there was kind of a pathway here in PFL, and I could create my own destiny here. So ultimately, I wanted to create my own destiny, go a path that like the road less traveled, we'll say, for all the rest of the lads in Ireland, and some of the lads fight on Bellator, some of the lads fight Cage Warriors. You know what I mean? But I wanted to go PFL and create my own destiny and really just carve out my own path and go my own way. And I think I'm leading the life for Ireland in PFL, and I'm really happy to do it.
Now, just out of curiosity, is there anything in your mind right now, granted you just fought, that you need to improve on for next year and the tournament?
There's a few things, you know what I mean? I think today I could have got my head out centre on a little bit more, I could have got my feet work on a little bit more, but ultimately I still won, you know what I mean? And like that, I have the ability to knock people out in the first round and submit people in the first round, but I also have the ability to go 3 rounds, throw some leather and really dig deep and just get half a fist fight. You know what I mean? That was more of a fist fight today than anything, and I'm able to do it all. So just fine tune some skills, fine tune some decision making, and just overall just improve generally across all the board, like 100%.
Now, last one from me, John. I'm going to need you to cover your ears for this one. Just out of curiosity, because of what Connor said at SBG, is there like a raised competitive nature in the gym now?
Say that again?
Because of everything that Connor's accomplished, has it raised the competitiveness in the gym?
I don't really know. I think it's just a competitive gym anyway. Not necessarily down to Connor, just because everyone in the gym is competitive and we all want to be champions. I think that alone is just got natural competitiveness. You know what I mean? We all bring out in each other, and all of us want to be at the top of the pile, and all of us want to be the best we can be. And that alone in itself is enough for us to all be competitive and keep pushing each other every day. And we have a high win percentage in the gym. I think what's John's over 90% across the last year, and 75. I'm just bigging this up a little bit more than probably I should, but we have a high win percentage in the gym. We're all pushing it every single day. We're all dedicated to our craft, and obviously Connor paved the way and showed we could do it from Ireland, and we're not. Even though we're a small country, we can still achieve great things, and all the things he's done definitely motivated me. You know what I mean? But ultimately, we're all competitive in our own right, and I think it's just down to how we are as fighters and what we want to achieve in the gym.
Well, thanks a lot.
It seems to me like the timeline kind of works out pretty well now. I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't be able to jump in now in a couple of weeks, but Dublin in December seems perfect now.
Yeah, Dublin in December. I had my eyes on that the minute it got announced. I didn't even know about this one beforehand, but yeah, it only makes sense for me to fight in Dublin. I fought in Cardiff. I fought Ben Ellis in Cardiff, his hometown. I fought Zach Hicks in America. He's American. I fought a New Yorker in New York. So it's only fair that I get to fight in Dublin, my own hometown, in front of my own home fans. I will pack out the place, I'll bring an electric crowd, and we'll have a seriously fun night in Dublin. 100%. The crowd will be electric, and I'll have a great pleasure of fighting in front of my hometown.
You've had some great nights, obviously, in the three arena. Like, of course, the first one wasn't necessarily the best, but this one's one where you're the star of the show now. And, you know, like the last one I think was all about Peter and about the other guys, and now Dara as well. And now this one's pretty much going to be all about you.
Yeah, it's nice, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I fought on Bellator. Second fight of the night, I sold a lot of tickets. Popping the crowd just for the second fight was amazing. And obviously there was a lot of SPG lads already fighting on the card, and maybe I like, if I'm the only one on the card, I'll sell away my tickets and be out there just for me. So it's going to be great, because at the time I thought one day this will be me. One day this will be me headlining a card, and fingers crossed. I know it's the finals of the tournaments, but fingers crossed I can get the headline and be the main event, and you know what I mean, bring a completely unbelievable atmosphere to the Tree Arena. But like you said, the first one didn't really go my way. But you know, that's the sport. I came back, I won my next one, won my next one, and now I'm on a streak. I'm on an 8-fight win streak now, and I'm just happy as Larry. Really, I can't complain.
Last one for me. Is there anyone back at home you want to get in there with? Is there any maybe names you would call out for that Dublin show?
I don't even know, man. I actually don't even know.
Would you like someone domestic, like maybe not like from Dublin necessarily, but someone like around like UK, Ireland?
I don't even know anyone, man. I'm actually desperate. Like, honestly, I don't even know who's around the scene, who would fight me. I just, PFL will come with a name and I just go, yeah. You know what I mean? But until they come with one, I don't even know who's around or who's available. I'll fight anyone anyway. It doesn't make any odds to me. If you want to be the best, you're going to have to fight the best, and you're going to have to fight everyone who's there in front of you, and I'm willing to do that, and whoever they give me, I'll fight. Yeah.
What's up, Nathan?
Yeah.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You spoke a little bit about the gym, but you got off to a rough start to begin your professional career. 0-2. You joined SPG Ireland. Now you're on this amazing 8-fight win streak, 3-0 in the PFL. How much credit goes to Coach John Kavanagh and SPG Ireland?
Yeah, it's a lot really. You know what I mean? I fought my first 2 fights. Actually, my first 3 fights was with my other club. So my first win was with the other club, but I moved up to featherweight, which should have been my natural weight anyway. I killed myself to make bantamweight, but since I joined SPG, when I was in my other club, I didn't have sparring partners. I basically hit pads and done jiu-jitsu with hits basically, and I didn't have any MMA sparring partners. It was just kind of middle-aged guys who worked 9 to 5 and did jiu-jitsu for the hobby, you know what I mean? And then I came to SPG and submerged myself in a gym full of professional athletes and people who fought there, done it all, you know what I mean? And I gave myself a timeline of like 2-3 years to be on their level, or if not better, and I put the work in, and here I am now on an 8-fight win streak, you know what I mean, leading the way in PFL for Ireland, and really starting to make a name for myself. And yeah, it's just amazing, man. Just amazing. All the lads in the gym are great, the coaches are great, and they've been there, done it, and they've been on the biggest occasions of them all with Conor, you know what I mean? They've made the best walks in the game, but yeah, it's just, I'm really happy to be a part of the team. We're all doing great. They're all my brothers. Coaches are just, we're all like this, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just really loving it there, 100%.
Definitely. So you spoke a little bit about how you may have underestimated Damion a little bit, how he surprised you in some ways. What are some of the things he did out there that maybe surprised you or that he excelled at?
Yeah, look, I think I knew he was going to be defensive, but I didn't think he'd be like moving back on every punch. Like every punch I threw, he was always taking that step back. So I was just missing him by that much all the time. And obviously then, like, my footwork wasn't on point, so I was missing, and then not doing anything. So that's partially on me, and my skills on the night were just a little bit off. But you know, I'll fix that. I think he had a bit more heart than I thought he was going to have. I thought he'd break, but to be honest, he's as tough as nails. He gave as good as he got, and I needed that. I needed a good tough fight like that to test my heart as well. You know what I mean, and see if I could dig deep, and I did. So I'm happy with that. You know what I mean.
You chopped down on that lead leg from start to finish, calf kicks, a variety of kicks. Would you say that was a big part of the game plan going into the fight?
We knew we had long limbs, and I just wanted to boot the leg off him, because we knew from the tape I saw, I knew he moved left and right. He kind of stayed on the outside, and used his range to stay on the outside and move left and right. So the plan was to take out the lead leg, stop his movement, try to keep him in the centre. But when he was in the centre, he was just taking the back step, which I didn't really prepare for in that sense. Some of the stuff he worked on, I wasn't throwing. That's why I'm a little bit frustrated, because I had a lot of shots in mind and I just didn't throw them. And from a personal standpoint, when you do a lot of work on the pads and then you don't do what you're meant to do, that's frustrating for me, and I will definitely be correcting that in the future, 100%.
Last one for me. We mentioned you're on an 8-fight win streak, 3-0 in the PFL. I'm wondering, do you feel yourself improving with each fight, getting more comfortable in the cage as the stages get bigger, the lights get brighter?
100%, man. It's all time in the cage now. In fairness, this is my 8th win. I've had 6 4th-round finishes, so I'm kind of lacking cage time in a sense, you'd say, because of all the 4th-round finishes. You know, that's an extra 10 minutes gone out of experience, you know what I mean? But that was my second decision. My second decision win. Third time I've been to the decision. But yeah, it's just more ring time, more experience, being comfortable when you're hit hard, and showing you can come through adversity when you're hit hard, and ultimately just digging deeper when in the fight, you know what I mean? It's all valuable experience, and like that, it's just being comfortable in the environment, and I feel like I'm growing into a more complete fighter each time I fight. Thanks very much.
Nathan, congrats on a big win tonight.
Yeah.
You came out guns a-blazing, which surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
Was that something that you planned on doing all along?
Yeah, like I like to start strong. I like to start hard and fast, and hit them with a bit of meat early, and see what they're made of. See if they react a certain way. He obviously reacted in a way that I didn't expect, but like that, you know what I mean. If they don't react the way I think they'll react, I can still keep going. And yeah, look, I just like to start hard, hit fast, hit aggressive, and just take the control of the cage more or less, yeah.
And when you shot for a couple takedowns, his cage wrestling, his takedown defense looked pretty good. Was that something that impressed you in the fight?
Yeah, he did have good control. Now in fairness, I was shooting from it. I was going in from a little bit further out than I wanted. I probably should have the double jab that came in, but he had good frames. Had good wrist control, and ultimately he stopped me from getting off what I wanted to get off. So I had props to him for doing it. Yeah, 100%.
Last one for me.
Yep.
Now you moved to 8-2. Is there any message that you have for the PFL as we get ready for the 2024 season?
I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm developing to get into the season. Give me that Dublin fight. I have 2 more fights left in my contract, so Dublin, and maybe if they want to bring me back over to the Challenger Series to try win that contract, I got runner up the last time. But if they want to bring me back over to Florida for the Challenger Series, give me another stab at getting that contract and try getting into the season, then that'd be nice, and a nice way of cementing my way before joining into the regular season 100%.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nathan,
Yeah.